There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna be playing some Skyrim today. Obviously, I have mods installed. And so let's get into it. Hope you enjoy. I will, I will put a, like a screenshot of all the mods I have installed, probably right here, so that you can see, everything that I'm working with. And, yeah, we'll see what happens. I've played through Skyrim probably over 100 times at this point. This game is very, very nostalgic for me. This is an ongoing playthrough that I'm playing on right now. You can see I have a little bit of XP on that level bar, but I'm not very far at all. But one of the mods I have installed is this one. You hear the wolves in the background.
That's close enough.
But ooh. Anyway, this mod puts like the
Close enough.
assassin. Let me walk over here so this guy stops bothering us. This mod puts the Assassin's Creed armor into into Skyrim. I also have something called better locational damage, which it just kind of it basically makes the combat more realistic. Oh my god. To where if I hit him, I'll try to show you here. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. No, didn't really work on that one. But if I hit him in the like the head or the neck, it's an insta kill. Oh darn it. And then if I hit him, actually let me go grab that wolf belt. If I hit him anywhere else, I have a 50% chance to do a critical hit. But and I'm also using the Sky UI, which is just it makes the menu look different. This is my character. I'm using a few character mods. I know her forehead looks weird, but I haven't figured out how to mess with that yet. And I know I'm not using the best hair mod. The hair mod that I am using, it just makes the vanilla hair look better, so that it affects all NPCs, not just my character. And then I'm also using a mod called Wicco,
What was he thinking? Fool never some pull that ace out of my boot.
which makes all the NPCs look just a little bit more, a little bit better and a little bit more realistic. I'm gonna leave those guys alone for now because I don't think I can take them. Yeah, let me put my back on. So I'm level 1. I'm playing on Adept, as I usually do. I'm not one to play on like super hard difficulties or anything. I play games more for the story than anything else. Let's see if I can get one of these out here. It's a very peaceful game for me. Oh, come on. Show me your head. No, you didn't even see me. Ah. No, I could have swore I got him in the face. There we go, I got that one. It's just a very peaceful game. Oh, I'm also using something called an ENB, which makes just the lighting and that overall atmosphere. You can see the god rays coming down. Makes the lighting and the overall atmosphere a little bit, prettier and just better to walk around in, because normal Skyrim, the atmosphere isn't amazing, Hey, little fox. What's up, bud? Oh, dang. What happened here? These are Riften guards. Take their arrows. And gold. I think on my next episode of this, I'm gonna do a ASMR type thing. One's up here even dead. So if you're not familiar with Skyrim, this is just it's called an RPG. It's an open world RPG. RPG stands for role playing game. Basically, you can be any character you want out of a set. I think there's 5 or 6 races. Let me show you. Whoa, her eyes were open for a second. She should be a Nord, which is just basically the white people in this game. And then, yeah, he's also a Nord. They are not the natives to Skyrim, but they were here before a lot of other people. In the lore, the Nords came when they were trying to fight off the elves, I'm pretty sure. And then they wiped out all the elves in Skyrim and moved in. So they're kind of, and the elves weren't in Skyrim first either. I think, again, I might be getting all of this wrong. I'll read that in a second. I might be getting all of this wrong, but as far as I can remember, the natives to Skyrim were the orcs. And they've kind of been this game kind of puts a lot of themes in it from like our real lives, like racism and seclusion and stuff. It does a really good job of talking about that type of thing. That's the exact same character. Oh, that is too. What the fuck? Why? But there's a race called the Dark Elves. There's 3 different elven races. There's the Dark Elves, which I am, which my character is. And then there's the High Elves and the Wood Elves. Did I say 4? I meant 3. The Wood Elves are a more naturalist. Oh, I forgot I was gonna read that letter. Are a more naturalist, like what you see when you think of Wood Elves, you think of nature, right? So they're more in tune with nature. Let's see, a car. We've word of a band of Legion soldiers advancing on your position. Reinforcements are on the way. Talos guards you. Oh, so these guys got took out by the Imperials, which is another race. And I'll talk about them after I'm done talking about the elves. Wood elves are more in tune with nature. They have their own god that's the god of nature, basically. And nature and life, I think. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. Then there's I killed that skeever up there, and it's like a big rat. Oh, I missed. not like that. What the fuck? Am I aiming too high? I think I might be aiming too high. Oh, which they always do that. They always stop walking. Oh. Okay. Motherfucker, get me out of the cutscene. Oh, it's broken. It's can't tell. It's kind of a buggy game sometimes. Big rat motherfucker called a skeever. There's something called a skeever tail, which is it's an alchemical ingredient. I'll talk about those too. Oh, and then there are the dark elves, which I am. They're... What the fuck is that breathing? I don't like that. I'm gonna keep walking. Anyway, there's the dark elves, which are more, well, like they're darker in their skin complexion and also their beliefs. I don't know a whole bunch about their lore just off the top of my head, but they as far as I remember, they subscribe to a kind of a darker, more this motherfucker. More evil per se, religion. You good, Mr. Goat? He chilling. Okay. Poor rabbit. I know it's not Malakath because the orcs are more in tune with Malakath, which is kind of a darker, like Malakath is, I think he's like lies and murder or something like that. The god of lies and murder. But the dark elves have their own god that's pretty dark. And then there's the high elves. Which are... I don't know what god their culture is set around. But they are actually kind of... They actually kind of have the Imperials by the balls right now. With their whole... They're kind of in control of the Empire at the moment. And they're pretty racist in just thinking that they're better than everyone else. You'll see that a couple of the races, them and the Nords, are pretty racist in that regard. Just thinking that they're better. The Nords have a little bit different ideology that makes them racist. They're more in tune with the, oh, this is my home. We were here first. You shouldn't be here. Like one of their famous catch lines is Skyrim is home to the Nords, and they're really against like immigrants. They don't call them immigrants in this game, but that's kind of what they're nodding towards, is Americans and other people in their home countries being racist towards immigrants and just thinking that they don't belong. And then while the high elves, they are more... What the fuck is that dude doing? They're more in tune with the, we're just better in general than everybody else. They think they are superior. I'm gonna talk to this guy real quick. Oh, this motherfucker. Okay, so part of the bugginess of this game is that I have a bug. That after I fix it, I'll tell you about it. they have a bug on some of the characters. This is another dark elf. They have a bug on some of the characters where they have like a darker face than they're supposed to. Like their hands are real light, but their face is dark. Let's see what he's doing.
I'm on a pilgrimage to the shrine of Azura, the goddess of twilight, if you'll excuse me. In the mountains to the northeast. I'll mark it on your map.
I don't know if he's representative of the rest of his race in Azura, but if he is, I might have been wrong, because Azura is one of the few what they call Daedric princes. There's Daedra and Aedra in the lore of this game, and they're kind of the gods. And the Daedra are seen as fairly evil. Oh, there's a giant down there smashing up some wolves. The Daedra are generally considered evil, and they come from the plains of Oblivion. And the plains of it's a different what are they called? Hold on, I'm losing my train of thought here. The plains of Oblivion, it's a different... God, what is it called? What the fuck? What are they running after? Oh, that's a caravan. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay. Well, while I try to think of that, I'll show you this race right here. These are called Khajiit. It's like a cat people race. They come from like a real sandy, like a desert type place. Oh my, yo. These are the Imperials. So these are Imperial soldiers taking a Stormcloak soldier. Stormcloaks and Imperials are the two main armies in Skyrim, apart from the Thalmor. The Imperials came from a place called Cyrodiil. Cyrodiil is another, it's another country. And they're kind of here trying to take over Skyrim. And then the
Imperial business. Be on your way.
The Nords, the Stormcloaks, are, like I said, very, very anti-immigration. And obviously, intruders trying to take over your... Oh. Trying to take over your country is not immigration, but they treat the Dark Elves and the Khajiit and Orcs and all them really, really bad. Motherfucker. And just in general, they're kind of shitty to them. You gonna help me, dude? What are you doing? Let's see what this guy wants real quick. This girl.
Help me. Bandits. They sacked the caravan. Killed Sadrasa. Yes. Take me to Windhelm. One of the other caravans sells their wares there. Please. I don't have much time. Thank you, traveler. Thank you so much.
Turns out I'm going to Windhelm anyway. But, after I loot these guys,
You adventurers are so gullible.
what are you talking about, bro? Why not just attack me in the first place? That's part of my locational damage. He actually got, or she got shot while I was fighting her. I guess these guys shot her. It's crazy. We'll see what that letter says here real quick. Tanita Lehan hopes this is a joke. If so, she is not laughing. She will not help you and your bandit friends sack the caravans, and if their paths cross, do not think she will spare you, because Khajiit are friends. From Lehan. Oh, okay. I'll try to lockpick this. Fuck. That was the only one I had. That's kind of beautiful. Can't stay here long though, because giants don't like when you're in their camp. Steam pipe. Anyway, the Imperials are trying to take over Skyrim, and the Nords don't like that because why are there so many wolves? That's a level up. The Imperials are trying to take over the Nords because the Nords. Oh, the Nords worship an Aedra called Talos. Talos isn't technically an Aedra, but I won't get into all that. Other than just saying that he's kind of like Buddha in the fact that he is not a god in the technical sense, but he's kind of earned his way to godhood.
Hello there, fellow traveler. One itinerant
If that makes sense. He's
minstrel and wandering wastrel at your service.
he has done so much. He was actually the leader of the Nords that took over Skyrim. So he's kind of hailed as a god now because of that. And if you hear me reference Ysgramor and Talos are the same person. It's different names for the same person. But, and I may be wrong in that too. I'm not the best when it comes to lore, but just from what I understand, Ysgramor and Talos are the same person. And then, while because the High Elves took over the Imperials and are telling them what to do now through a treaty called the White Gold Concordant. The High Elves, or the Thalmor have outlawed the worship of Talos because they want to take over Skyrim and just more lands in general. So in the distance there you can see Windhelm. We're actually almost there. So I'll stop here to explain a little bit more. They outlawed the worship of Talos, and so by extension, the Imperials have to enforce that. And in order to enforce that, they uh, have gone to war with the Stormcloaks, which were formed, again, as far as I understand, were formed to stop the Imperials and pretty much anyone else trying to take over Skyrim. And so that's why there are two armies in Skyrim at the time of this game. And then there's, oh yeah, I forgot I killed that lady. And then so okay, that was the elves. Talked about the orcs. I've talked about the Nords. Talked about the Khajiit. The Khajiit are basically just here as traveling caravans. They're traders. They're traders as in Trader, not Traitor.
Horses, all day long. Do you have any idea how dull horses are?
So, let's see. Is there any other races that I need to talk about? Bretons. Okay. Bretons are the other race, the last race that I haven't talked about yet. They are a mix between High Elves and Nords, as far as I understand. I think it's either High Elves and Nords or High Elves and Imperials. But they are a crossbreed, the only crossbreed in the game. Except for maybe some obscure person here or there. But actually don't think y'all saw why I'm here. Oh yeah, but that's all the races in Skyrim explained, and the two armies and everything. The reason I'm in this house is because this little boy here, people were talking about him in town, and since, you know, assassin, he wanted his old caretaker at the orphanage killed because she was terrible to him. Her name is Grella the Kind. Name doesn't do her justice at all. She has, actually, if you look after you kill her, she has a book called The Pig Children.
Grella the Kind. Is she, you know?
Grella the Kind is dead.
I knew you could do it. I just knew it. I knew the Dark Brotherhood would save me. Here, just like I promised. This should fetch you a nice price. Thank you. Thank you again.
And I've completed that quest. He has given me, you see in the top left corner, the Aretino family heirloom. Let's check what that is. Obviously, like I said, I've played this game many times, so I know what it is, but it's just a plate, silver plate. But obviously silver is expensive, so it's worth 100 gold. These are also worth 100 gold apiece. It's a ruby, or garnet, but for contrast of how much that is, this sword that I'm using is only worth 45 gold. So you could buy a couple of swords and still have, you know, some money left over. Alright, off to adventuring again. I'm gonna go ahead and take this marker off my map. Sometimes in these games I like just kind of wandering aimlessly, which I know is boring to watch, but I feel like it's peaceful. So I hope that I've taught you a little bit about the lore and everything. That was just this first episode is gonna be like that, just to kind of introduce you to the game if you haven't seen it before, Because I know there are still people out there, either people that don't really game all that much, or like my girlfriend who watches my videos purely to hear my voice. So, and she hasn't played this game before, so I'm going to explain it kind of for her. So yeah, that'll do it for this episode. I will start off the next episode, and it will be a little bit better. It'll be a little bit more exciting, hopefully. Or, I could do one series that's, like I said, one series that's peaceful, one series that's funny, one series that's ASMR. Because there's plenty of walkthroughs of this game. So I'm thinking I'm going to do this series being peaceful. But I'll talk to y'all next episode. Peace.